Hey guys, it's me Dave. I thought I'd do a video tonight. It is 3/30/2021. So, there's a few things going on. I I I didn't shave for one thing. But anyway, I went online and I applied for a car loan. It was a low amount. It was for a cargo van. I thought, oh, I can make it into a camper van and all this stuff, and so I haven't heard from the people yet today. I text them. You could call them and text them and email them and all this stuff. So I did that. I texted them and I didn't hear anything back. Um, so hopefully I'll hear something tomorrow. It's kind of one of those car lots where they're saying everyone's approved. Everyone's approved. It doesn't matter if you're on disability, Social Security. Oh, everyone's approved. Probably at a high interest rate. Probably, you know, um, which I don't really like. But what can you do if you can't get approved anywhere else? you know, I have good credit. My credit score is up there. It's like 770, and but it's just I haven't had a long term credit line, I guess you could say. So and I'm gonna go to my credit union tomorrow and see if I can borrow a couple grand and find something. Get a low cost vehicle. The thing I'm saying is that I hope they're not trying to stop me from getting a vehicle and going camping and going to the beach and all this stuff. They wanted to, okay, you have two groups. You have the agencies and then you have the contractors. In my program, anyway. The contractors, they want to take everything from you. Everything. I mean, they don't want you online. They don't want you to have a phone. They don't want you to have a vehicle. They do not want you to have anything. You know, Nothing. They want you sitting in your room and sitting on your bed so they can torture you 24/7. They some of these attackers even said this to me in person. They're like, "Oh, remember you're supposed to be sitting in your room and I mean, it's like, really, you really think I'm gonna sit here and let you torture me?" And it's almost like they think you should protect them. Like how dare you complain about me torturing you half to death? You're supposed to be protecting me. You know, that's the way they act. So I really hope they're not trying to stop me from getting a vehicle. There's a couple out there that I can afford. I'm still waiting on my stimulus check. I seen a video today. Steve Gardner did a video today. He said 30 million people are still waiting for their stimulus check that are on Social Security, disability, railroad benefits. And we're still waiting for our checks, and nothing's happening. We don't know when we're going to get our checks or not. I go to the IRS portal where you can check the status of your check when it's going to be delivered or whatever, and nothing shows up. So it's just, I don't want to sound paranoid, but are they trying to stop me from getting a vehicle? They want me trapped in the house. They want me to be a prisoner in my own home. Not my home, but the home where I'm living, So they would love it. They would love to have me trapped in this house. And they would love to try to get you to stay in your bedroom and be tortured and not complain about this and just be like, oh, okay, sit here and torture me for the rest of my life. What kind of life is that? They would take away your free will, like we talked about before. That's taking away your free will, your freedom, Some people say they can't do that. Well, they can do that. You know, if they take away everything that you have and try to keep you trapped in the house, you know, I wish I would have kept my van and got it fixed. If I would have known I was gonna go through this, I would have kept my van and got it fixed and put $500 into my van. You know, because I can't sit here without a vehicle. I'm going camping. I'm going to the beach, doing whatever. Whether I have to use my relative's car or not, they are not going to keep me a prisoner in this house. You know, that is just inhumane. You know, which these guys don't care. They don't care about anything. You know, they don't care. They want you trapped in the house with no vehicle, no phone, no money, no computer, and they really want you sitting in a room with no windows, and they want you tortured. You know, which it blows my mind that there are people out there that have these weapons. You know, they have these weapons and they are keeping us a prisoner in our own house. You know, our own home. You know, it's disgusting. I can't let that happen. You know, I gotta start contacting people and all this stuff. You know, I will contact everyone. Excuse me. I will contact everyone. You know, I can't let that happen. I can't sit here and do nothing all day and sleep half the day away and all this stuff and let these guys torture the hell out of me, and not get out there. You know, I can't. That's not gonna work for me. You know, and they may try to do this for a while, and hopefully somebody will be like, no, you're not gonna do that. You know, and why do I say that is because when I had my back pay for my Social Security, I went to look at a truck, and I got tortured for 2 weeks for looking at a truck, you know, and then somebody finally said, no, let him buy a vehicle. If he wants to buy a vehicle, let him buy a vehicle, you know, and then, you know, the torture stopped, and they let me buy a vehicle. You know, I got a $5,000 Mini Cooper sitting in the backyard with a blown supercharger. You know, $5,000 car that I can't drive. You know, and I can't fix myself, because you have to really know what's going. You know, you have to know how to fix cars to fix that. You know, but the supercharger's blown. You know, and I have a $5,000 car sitting in the backyard. You know, Max. You know, so it's disgusting. It's inhumane. It's you know, I guess I'm just a lab rat here, but I think some people are like, you know, let him buy a car, let him fix his car, let him, you know, have some freedom, you know, and stuff like that. And hopefully that'll happen soon. If I look at these cars that I want to buy, you know, and, you know, these people aren't going to call me back and all this stuff, I have to question, you know, what's going on. Are they trying to prevent me from getting a vehicle? Another thing these guys will do, I'll tell you, these contractors will do, and they will do this. They will call up a place, and they will say, you know, hey, I'm FBI, we got a guy under surveillance and all this stuff, and don't sell him a vehicle, you know, or don't help him or whatever. They will do that. I know they have done that in my program, you know, because there was a time where I called up a tow truck. You know, I called up the tow truck, and the lady's like, oh yeah, we'll be there in a half hour and all this stuff, and the tow truck never comes. You know, and this is when I needed my van fixed. you know. So they will call up and they'll lie their ass off because they have no conscience, no guilt, no nothing. And they'll call them up and they'll be like, oh, I'm the FBI, totally lie. And they'll be like, oh yeah, don't help him out. There's going to be a guy calling you, don't help him out and all this stuff. And then the next day I call for a tow truck and I'll be like, well, they never came yesterday. And then all of a sudden they come today, and they will come and tow my van up to the mechanic and get it fixed, So these guys will try to play everyone. They'll lie their asses off, and then somebody will overrule these guys and say, knock it off. And hopefully that'll happen now, because I can't sit here with no vehicle. That's just, I can't be a prisoner in my house. I want to go camping. I want to go to the beach. I want to go for bike rides, and all this stuff. They want to take that all away from me. I can't. That's just, that's just inhumane. It's horrible. I can't deal with that, because I like to get out there and outdoors and enjoy myself in the summertime and all this stuff. So that's kind of what's going on. We'll see what happens. Anyway, they kind of laid off me today. They sexually assaulted me all day yesterday. They kind of laid off me today a little bit. There's, it's, I had to take dogs for a walk out in the neighborhood. I hate going out in this neighborhood because there's lots of perps around and all this stuff. You hate to go outside in this neighborhood, there's perps. They got perps all over the place and stuff. So, but that's what's going on with me. So I thought I would share that a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna call the car lot tomorrow and be like, "Am I approved? What's going on?" It said everyone's approved. Everyone's approved. They say that right on their advertisement. Everyone's approved. Bad credit, good credit, first time buyer, and all this stuff. Everyone's approved and all this stuff. So we'll see if I'm approved or not. It's for a small amount. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they put a stop to it. We'll see what happens. So anyway, that's what's going on with me, you guys. So I'm gonna cut this off. I hope you guys do well out there, and I'm sending prayers out to you guys. And I'll talk to you guys later.